Hey guys, my name is George and welcome to this basic JavaScript programming tutorial. In this tutorial we will learn how to use some arrays in JavaScript. So this will be an arrays lesson over here. So I have this practice HTML file over here and I have my script tag ready to write some code. And the first thing that we're going to do is just declare a variable called array. And basically an array is like it is an object in JavaScript, and the correct way to create an array is this one. You need to create a variable and then you need to create an array object. An array is basically a special variable where you can store several variables inside it, so it doesn't have to be equal to one specific value, but it can contain, like, for example, numbers, strings, objects, and several variables in fact. So this is how you create an array, and then you can access an array for example by using index, and this is the simplest way to access an array variable or value. For example, this a 0 over here inside these square brackets, it basically means that it will be the first value inside the array, and I'm gonna say that that value is equals hello world over here. So I just type that, and I can access also a second value inside the array by specifying the index number 1. So 0 is going to be the first and 1 is going to be the second values inside the array, and this value can be a number, so it doesn't necessarily have to be the same as the first one. Not all of them have to be, for example, all strings or all numbers. They can be different kinds of variables, numbers, strings, objects, as I was saying. So I create now this array, and now I assign some values inside it, and I'm going to access those values and display them in an alert message over here. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to say the first value of the array is, and then I'm going to concat over here array open square brackets and specify the index of your value, and then you can say, and the second value is going to put this down below over here so it doesn't get like confusing. So I'm going to say, and the second value is, and then I will access the second value of the array by specifying the index inside these square brackets. So I'm going to save this file, and now that I save it, let's go ahead and reload and see what happens. So basically here I say the first value of the array is hello world, and this is a string value, so it is not a number, and then the second value is 45. So I successfully stored these two different values inside this same variable, which is this array. And this is only one form of making or creating these arrays. You can also use an alternate way that declares variables inside the parentheses in this array over here. This is in this array object. So I'm going to add in some parameters. For example, the first variable, which is hello world again, and over here I will say 99. So you can put in here as much variables as you like. I can say, for example, 3, 4, 5, and each comma separates an independent variable inside the array. So the first one over here will be the same as array 0 with a 0 index, and the index being 1 will be the second one, that will be 99, and this will be number 2, and this will be 3, and so on. Those will be the index that we might be accessing if we would like to. So go ahead and save this document again. I'll click save, and now reload this and see what happens. The value of the array is hello world. This is the first value, and 99 is the second value. So I could access this array over here, and this obviously, well, it is the first value in the array because I put it first, and then comes the second, and then I can put over here 2 and 3, so I can access 3 and 4. So I'm just going to erase this. I'm just gonna take out some text over here and see what happens. I save that, and I can access 3 and 4, which are these variables over here, with index 2 and index 3. So I hope you guys liked this programming tutorial. This is really easy, it's not that much complicated. The only thing that I believe you might have to remember is that arrays are objects in JavaScript. So objects are like a more advanced concept in a programming language. So you have to understand, even if you do not understand what exactly an object is, you need to remember that an array in JavaScript is an object. So it has certain properties and certain methods that you can access. For example, the size of that array and all other kind of stuff. You can say, before we end this tutorial, the size of the array is, and just use a method called, well, not a method, but a property called length, and we might be able to see how big the array is. So save that, and you will see that the size is 5, and it is 5 because I have 5 variables inside it. So the number of variables inside the array define its size, and you can see the size by looking at the length property. So I hope you guys like this video, and if you like it, please click on the like button or subscribe to my channel for more videos. I will be making them as well, as soon as I can, obviously. So thanks for watching, and see you later.